Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about unformatted file and standard input-output operations. Okay, so for this, I would like to show you firstly. So firstly, I would like to tell about streams. What is mean by streams? Streams are nothing but the bytes, sequence of bytes, which is flows from in and out of the programs. So streams are nothing but like intermediates, which carries out the input operations or input data to the output and output data to the input. And these are divided into two categories, that is standard input output operations and file input output operations. Also these streams are having the classes like IO streams, iOS, O stream, and in I stream and F stream, OF stream, IF stream. So these are all the classes of standard input output and file IO operations. Okay, so iOS is the main like base class for all the streams, whatever it may be. It may be a I stream and it may be a O stream, or it may be whatever the stream it may be. So here the iOS is the base stream, like super class, it is a super. So for that I would like to show you the hierarchy of the see here, I'll show the hierarchy. This is the hierarchy of the stream classes. So here you can see this is the basic iOS. This is means this is the super class. Super class means which is the main thing. The first whatever it is starting, it is iOS. And these two, I stream and O stream, which is nothing but input stream and output stream. So these both are subclasses of this iOS. And these are also having again divided into subclasses. So what are they? IF stream means input file stream, and F stream only file stream, output file stream. And stream buffers are different from these. Those are the manipulation functions we will use in manipulations, input output manipulation functions. We will use this stream buffers, so that we will be discussing in a later video. For today's video we will going to discuss about the what are the objects involved, like objects which are in these input streams and output streams, also in file streams, input file streams and also output file streams. Okay, and yeah, today now just see, here we comes unformatted IO operations. So this standard input output operations are also again categorized into two, that is formatted input output operations or unformatted input output operations. So coming to your unformatted input output operations, these are also again divided into two, that is standard IO and file IO. Okay, so first we will discuss about, in this video we are going to see about the unformatted standard IO. Okay, and in unformatted standard IO we have these when we write the C++ program, firstly the first thing what we will write, we will write hash include IO stream. Okay, hash include IO stream. This IO stream is a class which contains the objects of cout, cin, and cer and clog. Okay, these four objects the IO stream class is contained. Okay, in this class these four objects is contained. And if you are not writing this IO stream, hash include IO stream, if you are not writing that in your program, then you cannot access these are all objects. You cannot access these all four objects in your program. Okay, so now we will see one by one how these four are going to be work in our programs. Okay, what is the job it is going to do. Okay, firstly cout, as everyone know, those who are in a basic C++ language also, they can easily say cout is for a output function. Okay, cout is an output sorry, like it is like a printf function, and here it is a object. Cout is an object, And so it is a O stream class. It is an object of which class? O stream class. As previously I showed you what? I showed you the hierarchy. O stream, output stream class. So this is the output stream class. Okay, so this is a output stream class object and which is connected to the output device. So what is the job of cout is the thing whatever we will write inside the cout, inside that insertion operator, that will be displayed on our output. So to display on our output we will write in cout. So that is the reason we are saying it is a output stream class and which is connected to the output device. So which is connected to your output device so that you can visible on your console. Okay, and it is used, which operator it is using? Stream insertion operator it is using. Sorry, insertion operator is nothing but this one. As you already know, when you are writing C plus C out, you will be always using insertion operator, right? And next coming to your C in. Okay, C in is an instance of input class, input stream class, which is an object. Here this is a output stream class because whatever we want to display on our output stream, we will write in a C out itself. So when we want to enter an input, so when we want to enter any, so when we want to give a data, when we want to input a data, then we will use C in. It takes the data, it reads the data. Okay, and it takes I stream. It is in a which class? I stream class. So these are all, so these O stream, I stream, OF stream, F stream, IF stream. So these are all the subclasses of IO. Yes. So these are all the subclasses of IO. Yes. And which is connected to the input device. So where it is connected, so previously we have seen C out is for output device and C in is for input device. And it is used, what it is using? Exertion operator. So whenever we will use the C in, then by default we will use in exertion operator since from the starting of your C++ language. The basics also says the same thing. Okay, and now CERR, this is the special thing now you're going to learn. Error, this ERR is nothing but error. ERR is nothing but error. This is also an object which is in your output stream classes. So where your output streams wherever your errors, where your errors are going to be seen. Your errors are going to be seen on your output screen, right? On your consoles. So that is the reason it is connected to your uh, error device, and it is connected to your error device, and which is also which is also an object of OStream class. Okay, OStream means output stream class. Okay, one more thing in this CERR is C error. Okay, which is an object of OStream class and which is connected to your error device, but it is not a buffered one. It is not a buffered object. It is an unbuffered object. So that only whenever an error is present in your program, immediately that error is shown. Okay, without any delay. Without any delay, we are going to get that errors. Whatever the errors we are doing, perfectly that errors are being showing because of this CERR, because of the CERR O stream class. Okay, which is an unbuffered. This is an unbuffered object. This is an unbuffered object which is used to show the output immediately when errors are present. That errors. Okay. And C-log. C-log is also the object of O-stream class, which is also an object of O-stream class and which is also connected to the error devices. And but the only difference between CERR and C-log is it is a buffered object. What C-log is a buffered object. So what is a buffered object? In the sense, until unless the previous data is flushed or cleared, it is not going to take the new data. It is not going to display the new data. So it's the clog, what does it do? It until and unless whenever the previous data is flushed or cleared, the new data it cannot be shown. The only difference we can see in CERR and CLOG. Okay. And next, coming to your member functions in Cin. So Cin is an object, and this object contains the functions. That functions are nothing but get and get line ignore. So these are all the functions we can see in your unformatted member functions in your Cin. Okay. So first, coming to your get function. So see here, get function. So what the get function does? You already know we will use gets and puts, get function and put function instead of C in and C out, right? Instead of C in and C out, we will use get function and put function. Okay. And next, so here the get function we will use to obtain a single character of a string. When we want to obtain a single character of a string on our display, then we will use this get function. And it also returns a value of evof. Evof is nothing but end of the file. It is nothing but end of the file. End of the file means whenever you are writing end of the file, it automatically ends the program. Okay. And you need to, from your keyboard, you need to press Ctrl Z. From your keyboard, you need to press Ctrl Z. And without pressing Ctrl Z, you cannot without pressing Ctrl Z, without clicking Ctrl Z, you cannot go out of the console. You cannot go out of the console. So here it is an example. You can see here, this is the example. Okay, see here. So here Cin dot get and eof. We have wrote eof. Eof is nothing but without write end of the file. Without writing this, your program, like in your output, you cannot be ended. So if you write your eof here, it is now after your characters have been completed. It is ch for every single character. It is showing after it, no characters is there. It is showing empty. So after empty, the screen remains same until unless you press the Ctrl Z. The screen remains same until unless you press the Ctrl Z. And next, coming to your get line. Get line is similar to your get function, but the only difference we can see here is, yeah, it is a buffered function. Okay, this is a buffered function, which means without flushing out the previous data, it cannot take the new data. So that is what here I gave the example. String 1 to 56 and string 2 to 56. It is nothing but how many characters the string is going to take. Okay, the input, how many characters you can give, that is 250 characters. Only till up to 250 characters you can give, not more than that. Okay. And in get function also you have some types. Example, like get function with parameter, sorry, without parameters, get function with one parameter, get function with three parameters, without parameters and with one parameter. We have seen lot many examples. But coming to your with three parameters, so with three parameters, it means first it will take a string like this. So how many parameters we are having here? Two parameters, right? We are having two parameters. Then what about the third parameter? Third parameter is by defaultly end line. Third parameter by default, whenever you are giving two parameters, automatically it takes the third parameter as end line, end of the line. So like this, we will take the three parameters. Okay. So here we took a string 1 which is of 256 characters and string 2 which is of 256 characters. And also when we enter the string first string C out, here it is displayed. So I entered beautiful, beautiful as my string 1. And then again string 2 it took so c in took that string 1, what is that, beautiful, which is of 256 characters. Yes, then again it jumps to the next one, string 1, it displays whatever I have entered in place of string 1, it displays here, that is beautiful. String 1 is beautiful. And next you can see here, enter string 2. String 2 I have entered cin, it took, and again it is displaying string 2. What the string 2 I have entered? Good morning. But it is showing only good. Why? Why? Because it is a buffer one. Unless until it clears the previous data, it flushed. We need to write a flush function here. Unless until you wrote that flush function, it doesn't show the whole data in your second string. Okay, flush function, unless without a flush so without any flush function you cannot write, you cannot, it cannot take the second string. Okay, so that is the reason it is showing a half incomplete data, incomplete of second string. Okay, this is your string get line function in your cin. And then comes to your ignore function. So you usually know ignore. What is ignore means? We are skipping that, we are keeping far. Okay, we are skipping. So same, ignoring, same thing it does here. When we want to ignore some characters in our string, then you need to have this ignore function with evof and evol. Evof is nothing but end of the file and evol is nothing but end of the line. Okay, and here see, I took c in ignore. What I took 5 means it will skip the 5 characters, it will skip 5 characters. Like firstly enter string 1, life is beautiful. I entered a string life is beautiful and it is skipping life, and here the space is also going to take as a one character. So life means 4 characters and one more space is there. So totally becomes 5 characters, and that 5 characters it is ignoring. After ignoring 5 characters, it is printing whatever the data which is present. Okay, these are all the cin functions. Cin functions. The object of cin having the functions. And next is unformatted member functions of cout. So till now we have seen cin like get line and ignore functions, and now we are going to see about cout, which is put and write. We already know why we will take put instead of cout. We will take put to print a statement, to print a character or whatever you want to print on your output screen. Then you will take a put statement or a put function. Okay, similarly. And next write. So this is a function which is just like an insertion operator. Okay, it takes the only the characters, maximum number of characters. When you are entering your data with the characters which is ending with some special symbols or whatever it may be, ending with some not characters, with numbers or special symbols or a picture, whatever it may be. So which is ending with some special thing, it doesn't agree that special one, only the characters it will agree. For example, I have shown you this. See, I took a string of welcome to you, welcome to you. Then the output it is shown, the input I have gave welcome to you, and it is shown welcome to you, but not the exclamatory mark. But it is not showing the exclamatory mark. Why? Why? Because this is the write function. It only writes minimum characters, maximum number of characters. It only tells and writes the maximum number of characters to write. Okay. And next, coming to your unformatted file IO operations. Okay, now it is unformatted file IO operations. See, C++ handles similarly how it is going to handle the standard input output functions and standard input output objects. Similarly, it is having the file functions, file operations. So in this file operations, we have C, OF stream. So we need to have like when you are going to write your program um, using the objects of input output, standard input and output, then what you will do, you will write hash include IO stream, right? Hash include IO stream. Similarly, you'll write. So you, if you want to have the file operations in your program, when you want to do some file operations in your program, then you need to write f stream, hash include f stream as one of the header file. Okay, as one of the header file that I can show you here. Okay, this is the syntax I can show you here. So I took the hash include f stream is a header file. So where this f stream contains, so this f stream here, I gave some explanation. OF stream is a subclass of O stream. OF stream is a subclass of, right? IOS is the superclass. With that IOS we have I stream and O stream. In the O stream we have OF stream. Similarly, IF stream is a subclass of I stream and F stream is a subclass of IO stream. Okay, so these are all I have explained just now in hierarchy. So this in hierarchy I have explained in your hierarchy diagram. Okay, see here, once see this hierarchy diagram, I stream, which is having the subclass of IF stream and F stream both. Okay, and O stream, which is having OF stream, right? So see, and so first when we want to construct, like when you want to write a file operation program, so first we need to connect it to the output file. So our file has to be connected to the output file, which is having OF stream. So I have wrote like F stream as my header file, and in F stream I have took a class of OF stream. This is OF stream. Okay, OF stream object which is connected to the output file, and we will use this similarly in this. This is the subclass of what? Subclass of this O stream. So whatever the objects present in your, whatever the functions present in your O stream class, that all we are going to execute only when you took this classes. When you took the header file as f stream, after taking the header file as f stream, you need to take the classes of OF stream and O stream. So if you took the class of OF stream, then you can take O stream class, then you can use all the functions which is present in your output stream class. Similarly, input file which is having get line and read. So these are all the operations present. These are all the functions which is present in your input file. Those you can perform whenever you took the IF stream class. Okay, so file output. So how we will construct an OStream object. So connect it to a file. So whenever you want, you need to connect it to the file by setting the operations like truncat and append. So here you will take the operations like truncat and append. So append means when you want to add the file. Append is nothing but adding. Similarly, so when you want to add the file, you will use append operation, and truncat is to clear the whole whatever you want. If you took any file, if you want to clear that, until unless cleared, we cannot have another new data in our new file or new data in our program. So for that reason you will use two things, that is truncate and append. Okay, and here I have shown you the file modes. So file modes, iOS in is for open file for input operations. It is only for input operations, and next is out is for output operations. And app is out, appends means it will add the some information. And truncate, it discards old contents. Just now I said it discards all the old contents. And binary is like it will enter 1 and 0 and 1. Okay, 0 and 1 instead of characters. Instead of characters it will enter only 0 and 1. And ate is nothing but at the end. So here I showed you at the end. So it will always write, so it shows the end of the program. So this ate always makes sure that your program has been ended. And this is for today. I hope you have liked this, and thank you for this session. Thank you.